Man, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. All set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready, set.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, it's Hill. Going up top. And that is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta will give them the season sweep. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Back to throw here. Tries the left side and finds Olave. He's going to have the first down and then some. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, there's the option going left. Down right around the 25. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Falcons at 13-3 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's got room. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 16-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, charge.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Number 6. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the air. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feet.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. It's counted up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Come on, set. You tell it.
Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return, it's Kamara. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Kamara up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going. Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. Third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half. Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up
and keep themselves in this one.
It's going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards on the play.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run on first down with Price.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to run with Price. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, and field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Back to throw now on 1st down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into the hands of London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Olave holds it in. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Second and 2. This is caught. It's gone. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're